Minnesota Dems advance bill to ban elections interference by multinational corporations. Hello, Minnesota. The Democracy for the People Act will help put power back in the hands of citizens, said one campaigner. Campaigners who have long pushed cities and states to adopt bans on foreign corporate interference in elections applauded Friday after the Minnesota House of Representatives passed legislation that would make the state the first to prohibit foreign influence corporations from spending money on electoral campaigns. You better say that, Julia Conley of Common Dreams. Go ahead, Minnesota. The provision is part of the Democracy for the People Act, and it passed 70 to 57 along party lines. No surprise, damn there. The national nonprofit organization Free Speech for People successfully advocated for Democrats in the state house to include the new rule, which would prohibit companies with at least a 5% ownership stake by multiple foreign owners or a 1% stake by a single foreign owner from spending money in Minnesota state and local elections. You better say that. The companies would also be barred from donating to super PACs. Hello, somebody. Multinational corporations are corrupting representative democracy by drowning out the voices of the people. The Democracy for the People Act will help put power back in the hands of the citizens. This is coming from Alexandria, and she is the campaign director of Free Speech for the People. And many thanks to Representative Emma Greenman. She worked closely with this group to help bring this bill to not only to the floor, but all the way through. And I want you to take a listen at some of her remarks.
Mr. Speaker and members, I'm grateful to be here today to present House File 3, Democracy for the People Act. And I'm hoping, given our last 3 bills went so quickly, that this one will also go quickly. This is a comprehensive democracy legislation that invests, protects, and strengthens Minnesota's best traditions of voter participation, sound election administration, transparency in government, and grassroots people-powered democracy. This package of common sense solutions rests on the simple premise that our state works best when Minnesota voices are at the center of our democracy. All Minnesotans, Black, brown, indigenous, white, metro, greater Minnesota, suburban, rich, poor, Democrats, Republican, independents, and folks with no party at all. Minnesota voters, not corporations, not foreign influences, not outside forces, are at the center of our democracy.
Minnesota voters are at the center of our democracy. She enumerated almost everybody. She even said the people with no party at all. That clip coming from CNN. Mayor, this is the way that it should be. And I just want to put up Democracy for the People Act just for folks to get a glimpse of it. This is a critical moment for our democracy. Democracy was squarely on the ballot in 2022. Minnesotans of every race, generation, religion, or region and background turned out not just to cast their vote, but to protect it. Voters sent a powerful message. They rejected the extremism of politicians. They did, of politicians who, just don't care about strengthening the democracy. They did, it was a rejection. So the overview: strengthen the freedom to vote, protect Minnesota voters and democratic institutions, empower Minnesota voters, not foreign influence corporations in our elections. This is certainly, Mayor, a model for other states to follow and hail. Ultimately, we need the federal government to have real, true campaign finance reform.
Yeah, I think this is what when we talk about state rights, I love this term of state rights. When we say money has no place in our politics, this is what we do. Greenman killed it when she said this is a place for people, not money.
Come on.
1% foreign ownership excludes you to have a say in our elections is how you get money out of politics. Those at the national level who keep telling us our hands are tied and we can't do anything, you just saw how it happens. This is a beautiful act of resilience and also rejection to the owner donors. I love it.
Yeah, it is big time. I mean, just wonderful. And it's nice to report some good news for a change, when it comes to something like this.